Happy February. What day is it?
I think the 5th, 6th,
27th?
the 6th.
The 6th. Happy February 6th to everybody. So a few of you have requested for me to like tell stories from my past, and like I'm totally down to do that. So I'm gonna start sharing some stories from things that have happened in my life, and I don't even necessarily reference like psychic stuff, just things that have happened in my life in general. Subject yesterday was for family stuff was tough, but I don't want to talk about family stuff today because family stuff was blah yesterday. But we were talking to a friend who's having a difficult time with something that we also went through, so I was thinking maybe we should talk about friends and friendships. I have had, I swear, 45 best friends that were best friends at a point in time, and haven't had a solid like bestie that is stuck in my life for more than a period of, I don't know, a year, 2 years maximum. That's kind of my going rate. I come across a lot of interesting females, to say the least, and females now petrify me. I have hella commitment issues with women. When girls are starting to get friendly with me and I think that there's potential for friendships, I run like fuck. Like I do. I run away. I'm like, no, I don't want no scrub. That's how I feel, though, you know?
I get it.
So I stay away from women in general, but slowly trying to remind myself that not everybody is like that. You have to pay attention to the signs, the triggers, you know, and exactly, not everybody's a trash bag. Yeah, I've had lots of best friends, and I'm trying to come up with one story to tell you, and I'm losing my train of thought, so let me think about this. Okay, I got one. So, no one's ever heard of this one, including my husband, I don't even think. So when I was 7 years old, no, I was actually even younger than that. I met the girl when I was 4, and her name was Wendy. And Wendy and I were best buds. She was Spanish. She came from a Spanish household. I lived in a very predominantly Portuguese community in Toronto. So it was strange and unusual to have anyone that in our community that didn't speak Portuguese. And although Spanish is fairly similar and fairly close, you know, we didn't always understand each other. But I loved this kid. I thought she was great. I don't exactly remember what happened, but my dad was very inappropriate. He had like said something like he yelled at her or something, I don't know, but she wasn't allowed to come over anymore, and then we kind of lost touch. And I've still, to this day, cannot remember her last name if my life depended on it. And I've been searching for her for years and years and years. And I've never been able to find her. Social media, nothing. I was friends with her from the time I was 4 until I was, I believe, almost 8 years old. So there's that friend. So there's a positive story about friends. But yeah, Wendy, if you're out there, I was hoping one day too, like when things started to change on TikTok for me, I was hoping maybe Wendy will see it's me, and she probably doesn't even remember who the hell I am. Poor Wendy. Or, you know, she's probably like a mom of 6. She totally is not stalking me. I'm the one who's stalking her. I'm like looking there. Have anyone seen Wendy? Please. Let me know. Call 555 Wendy. Where's Wendy? And I always, and this is really silly, but when I was a kid, I would see the Wendy's for the food sign, and I'd be like, oh, Wendy. Oh. You know, I would think about it. But yeah. There, that's a kid's friend. That is, we'll go in order. That was my first best friend, and I lost her. And I didn't even mean to lose her. It was my damn father's fault. Should have stopped drinking beer. That was my dad's beer got in the way of my friendship with Wendy. And he used to call her, like, I could kick his ass. He used to be like, "Ah, little señorita." I'm like, "Dad, don't do that." Like, right? Like, now we have to think though, guys, this was like 30 something years ago. So like, parents were hella, actually it's like even more than 30 years ago.
No, you said you were like
4, 5, 6, I was 8, so 31, 32, 33-ish years ago. Like, I was friends with her. Yeah, so goddamn, that's a long time ago. And people were inappropriate all the time. My father used to drive with me and my brother in the car, no seatbelt on, with a beer which I still don't understand how people thought this was like. They thought that the bag, the brown paper bag you put your beer in?
Yeah.
Like, why did they think that it was like a mirage? Like, that there was no drink in there? Obviously, you're trying to hide what you're drinking.
Yeah.
But my dad thought that was super smart to
People
put it
still
in.
do it to this day.
Yeah, I know, but like, my dad would do it and drive. So my dad didn't make good decisions back then. He don't do that now. At least I don't think he does. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.